season. Tonight we will start off with what the Oregon Double Shot Series is. From there we'll move on to awards. We're not going to finish door prizes because we did all that. And at the end of this we'll do a little bit of business for those who want to stick around and talk about some track stuff and some club stuff. As we start this evening... Whoa! Yeah, whoa. Whoa, buddy. As we start this evening, let's talk a little bit about what the ODSS is and where it's from. The core group first gathered in 1981, and some recognize the Intermountain Series from that time. Tracks such as Sunset Speedway and Madras Speedway were ran on a limited basis, and the goal in mind is making sprint car racing affordable and fun. The group had grown over time and added the Northern Outlaw Midget Association to the program. And as some things changed, the heart and focus of the group remained the same. We remained focused on being fun, affordable, and with a limited schedule, so we had time to enjoy families during the summer. It took some time before we routinely saw 16 to 20 sprint cars and a dozen midgets at any given event. It became time for NOMA and the newly founded United Sprint Car Association to unite. And a time for the Oregon Double Shot Series to be born. In the first few years of the Oregon Double Shot Series, 21 sprint car season openers are banked for the norm. We traveled as far south as Medford Speedway. We went to the fresh dirt of Coos Bay Speedway. Really enjoyed our rations of Cottage Grove Speedway with annual visits. We opened the door once again at River City Speedway and traveled over the mountains to Madras Speedway for our favorite after-hour pit fires. And we tried hard to keep Sunset Speedway where we started home, but things changed over time. With some of our new members came some new views for both NOMA and USCA. And in the truest American fashion, with our freedom and right to choose, a split came about, and we as a club moved forward. Combined with the economy of past years, fuel prices and track switching owners, all of us getting mixed signals, those of us who managed the Oregon Double Shot Series were concerned about its future. The stress of the time took a toll on NOMA. Now they are gone. This was for the time for the ODSS to step back, keep it simple, keep it alive, keep it affordable, keep it fun, and try to keep it stress-free. Our numbers at our club races aren't breaking records, but the smiles I see and friends I've made greatly make up for it to me. We still have happy fans, and that's what counts. With competitive racing in Madras, we saw 3 different non-wing winners, Guy Weedman, Corey Esteban, and Pat Canfield over the season. In our new Flexmaster Lift Axle Wing Series, we saw 3 different main winners, Ryan Arnold, Flying Ryan, Pat Canfield, and Tim Alberding. No one team dominates our series. This season we are proud that all 10 points races were completed as scheduled. We should all take a minute and thank the Madras rain gods for that. Some of our members also raced the scheduled events of Grace Harbor's Big E Weekend, it's a 2-day show, and Cottage Grove 2-day Nationals. This is the 9th completed season for the USCA and the Oregon Double Shot Series. And one of its creators, well, Wayne's not here. One of its creators, Wayne Van Rayden, could not be here tonight with us. We should give him thanks anyway. Thanks, Wayne. Among the years, we've seen many champions, and tonight we almost had Pat Canfield, past 2-time USCA ODSS champion here. We're glad he's okay after a scary helmet crash that destroyed his car, unfortunately taking him out of the 2011 championship points battle. Wayne. As I speak, he's returning with a new car to challenge our 2011 championship points winner. Amongst us, we see a diversity of people from hardworking types to business owners to even a war veteran. Tonight, we have Colonel Anthony Offit here with us. We would like to thank Colonel for his service. Thank you, Colonel. Also tonight, with us representing Madras Speedway, we have the entire Arnold family. Thank you for being here. We'd like to also acknowledge that Gary Lynch of Lynch Performance Products is here with us tonight. Gary is a sponsor for the 2012 season and will be working with us. Thank you, Gary, for being here. On behalf of the ODSS, I recently attended Warp Up. I did get something from listening to promoters listening to promoters of big tracks and national reporters. Things in racing can go bad real easy and real fast. Mistakes are quick and easy to make. The right moves take time and planning, and it takes time for things to build back up regardless of economy. I learned the average time is 3 years. It kind of fits exactly where we are today. I also learned the average for track ownership is 5 to 7 years. With this comes changes in race format and track-to-track competition for categories. And we see this also to be true. As I think about other lessons learned there and discussions I had with a few other open wheel guys and track owners, I came to the thought that our future isn't doom and gloom, but we could possibly be at a turning point, and there could be some new opportunities and aspects that affect the way where we race. With new faces like Guy Weedman, Josh Horner, and Justin McConaughey, to name a few, from this season, and returning veteran drivers like Tim Albernay, Tony Offit, Corey Esteban, I see just that much more reason to keep doing what we're doing, the way we're doing it, and of course tweaking it to accommodate an evolving landscape around us, taking advantage of any possible opportunity that arises. If we continue to focus on tracks we enjoy being at, and are able to race without continuous expensive repairs, use our heads on and off the track, we have a formula for continued success. 2012 will be our 10th year as the Oregon Double Shot Series. That's a decade. We all should give ourselves a hand for that. Moving forward takes all of our help, a commitment to support club races, and pass on information that may lead to club or individual race sponsorship, and in general help a fellow racer. You will help yourself by doing so. Now we can move on to the awards. Girls? First, let's mention two of our favorite award presenters. Here with us tonight is Carrie and Amber Smith. Thank you for your continued support and helping us again this evening. Thank you very much. First of our special awards is the Star Award. It's Outstanding Club Support. This award is a special award and goes to a person who has been with us in some ways long before we became the Oregon Double Shot Series. It has been presented to... Oh, I'm sorry. Who wrote this? Had become part of the Oregon Double Shot Series, has been present at every race all these years but one. Our scorer, points keeper, payout girl, bookkeeper, cookie baker, what else am I forgetting? Carrie Smith.
She even texts me and says, hey, you gotta beat Tony tonight.
Man. This Nuts Award is for #1 club fan. We're not sure where or when we picked this guy up, but we know he's almost always there at the track, on the forums, on YouTube, always defending us, always helping the team out. The Oregon Double Shot Series #1 fan goes to Otto.
You sprint car slut, you.
How many sprint car drivers does it take to operate a camera?
Obviously more than one.
Apparently.
That's why Otto does what he does.
Josh is the big pedal on the right, buddy. There you go. acrylic award is for outstanding track host. We would like to recognize a special group of people who have to be the hardest working family in racing. They always let us know we are welcome. From the minute you sign in, you have met them. You see them on and off the track, and most enjoyably after the races. Please give a hand to the Arnold family. Scott, Debbie, and Ryan Arnold. Doug, Jennifer, and Samantha Packard.
No, there's more coming.
Gotta get the granddaughter in the picture. Let's give another big hand, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Scott. Thanks, Jennifer. Thanks, Samantha. Wednesday, they do your belly just another award. This next award is another special award. It's a lifetime commitment to racing award. Although he's not here, we're going to present it anyway. The next award we consider long overdue and well deserved. It was difficult to title this award. This person has been well under thanked for his huge efforts and hours spent with our club and every club he's been a part of. The drive to carry on has started many, many years ago in quarter midgets with his father. It continues today. Tonight, the Oregon Double Shot Series would like to give thanks and recognize Wayne Van Rayden with his Lifetime Commitment to Racing Award. Next, I'm going to need the board members up here. Our board members and business manager Wayne tries to keep business and Wayne tries to keep business end of things taken care of so racers can focus on their cars and racing. Your 2011 Oregon Double Shot Series board members are Darren Roth, Tommy Marino, and myself, Tony Parker.
Push start.
You gotta push starts every time.
Take pictures. Get over that way.
Squeeze in. Squeeze in.
Squeeze in.
Squeeze in.
Say cheese. Do it again, Otto.
Turn around.
Pass her, Otto.
Where's the button?
Well, this one is your change.
Come on, Tommy.
One over there too.
Upside down.
Did you really? Oh my God. Just like a car upside down.
Tommy's used that upside down.
Confused everybody up.
Yeah.
Rookie of the year.
Somebody grab your
The next award for this season is Rookie of the Year. Our 2011 Rookie of the Year showed us from the get-go he wasn't intimidated by a sprint car or Cottage Grove. It reminded me of young Cat Canfield. With a little more seat time, we'll see nothing but tail things from this guy. The 2011 Oregon Double Shot Series Rookie of the Year, Justin McConville.
Hey, it's upside down. Turn it over.
Wait just a minute. Closer.
This month, bring it in.
The next award is Most Improved. With his head forward, he never stopped trying. Focused on task at hand, teaming up with a new crew chief a few years back, some light shine at the end of the tunnel. And this season we saw some of his fastest driving yet. The 2011 Oregon Double Shot Series Most Improved Driver is Colonel Anthony Offit. The next award is for Crew Chief of the Year. We believe this next award belongs to someone who is always prepared to go racing, spending countless weekday hours at the shop in preparation, who keeps the car in cruise appearance in a professional manner, and most importantly, can run his crew from a chair in the trailer. This person also truly enjoys ODSS racing. Your 2011 Oregon Double Shot Series Crew Chief of the Year, Terry Parker. For our wing division of the 2011 season, we would like to thank Flexmaster Lift Axle for making our first wing racing series come to life and continue the Oregon Double Shot namesake. Without your contribution, it would not have been possible. Wayne Van Rayden of Van Rayden Industries. Your 2011 Flexmaster Lift Axle Oregon Double Shot Series drivers, in order from 10th to 1st are: in 10th place, 12R car from Taylor Street Racing out of Gresham, Oregon, Darren Roth.
There you go, Darren! Closer, girls!
Exactly, duh.
Would like to say the 9th place goes to the 30 car Bob Byers. He's not here with us this evening. Let's give him a hand on it. 8th place goes to the 07X Ted Elfing. He's on vacation. Let's give him a hand. Yeah, 7th place goes to the 07 car out of Bend, the Black Bear Inns, Scott Arnold.
You didn't say it.
Hey, his wife's here. Sorry, Scott.
6th place went to the car 25 out of Battleground, Washington, Wholesale Truck Parts, Pat Canfield. 5th place, car number 27 out of Wasco, Oregon, Weedman Racing, Guy Weedman. Yeah, watch the top of these trophies, they'll pop off, so grab them by the sides. They couldn't afford spruce.
I was gonna say.
I splurged and not beer cans.
That's true.
4th place, 64 car, again out of Bend, Oregon, Black Bear Diner, Ryan Arnott. 3rd place in the 29 car, Marino Brothers Racing out of Portland, Oregon, Tommy Gunn Marino. That one's mine because it's Ted's name, so it doesn't mean I'm taking it
I'll
home.
read that.
Number 15, second place, number 15 car, Parker Racing out of Mill City, Oregon, Tony Parker.
Cover that name up. Put your hand, yeah. There you go.
Come on, pick it up, ladies.
Your 2011 Flexmaster Lift Axle Oregon Double Shot Series champion is none other 52 car, Gresham, Oregon, Albany Racing, Tim Alberton. I thought it was on Gresham. I thought the car was on Gresham. I had enough time to get it right.
You live in St. Louis.
The car is from Salem, from Portland.
Not Gresham.
I'm not even talking to you.
I am Annie Tim. I feel
Can you hold this for me? It's really heavy.
Tim. I will. Oh, I can't explain that.
Thank you. I just want to say thanks. There you go.
That sucker's you.
I have to say thanks, Mom and Dad, and Ann, Tiffany. It's been a long, rough year. We've had our ups and downs, and thankfully, Dad's been in the garage working on the car every week, weekend, week, night, everything. Pulling me to the track. Without those 4 people, I couldn't do it. We've had some sponsors that helped out this year, and luckily came at just the right time. Gary Lynch, he helped out this year. We've got some other friends that have helped out. Tommy has helped out. The Arnolds gave us a great place to race this year. What? Louder? I'll speak louder into the microphone.
There you go. Yeah.
Sorry.
Say thank you.
Thank you, everybody. It's been fun. Tony Parker, it was great racing with you. Brian, you definitely gave me somebody to chase. You're fast, and one of these days I'll catch you on the track, hopefully. And I don't know, it was fun. Can't wait for next year. Thank you.
Way to go, champ.
Can't believe it's head fits in my hat. The 2011 Wingless Oregon Double Shot Series drivers from 13th to 1st are 13th, the 07 car, Black Bear Diner out of Bend, Oregon, Scott Arnold. That should be a plaque. Participation plaque.
I think I might have done better when Ryan took me out.
Thanks, Scott. 12th place, the 07X car, from Ted Elfing. Ted's not with us tonight, we should give him a hand anyway. On vacation somewhere, I'm sure it's warm. 11th place, 12R car, Taylor Street Racing out of Gresham. I know he's out of Gresham. Darren Roth. Nope, his is Gresham, I'm sure. Been there.
I've been there.
Been there, done that.
Where are you going?
Gresham.
The party's over here.
in 10th place, the 64 car from Black Bear Diner in Bend, Oregon, Ryan Arnold.
Doesn't get in trouble.
It's a long elbow ride home, isn't it? 9th place in the wingless division, number 8 car, Taylor Street Racing out of Portland, Colonel Anthony Offit. Eighth place wingless driver out of Wasco, Washington, number 27 car, Weedman Racing, Guy Weedman. Seventh place wingless driver, 8J, Marino Brothers Racing out of Dundee, Justin McConville, Rookie of the Year.
Really close, girls. Hey,
Our 5th place wingless racer, car number 3 from Van Raden Industries in Portland, Oregon, Wayne Van Raden. Let's get Tommy. Oh, well, let's back up to Tommy. Because he's important. We like Tommy. Sorry, Tom. Too much tequila, Tommy.
That's why I had to hold it there.
6th place finisher, the 29 car from Marino Brothers Racing, Portland, Oregon, Tequila Tommy, Tommy Marino.
Tequila Tom.
See if I can do this.
Tony, can you get down
Here's my trophy.
Can't write that. So we already did our 5th place out of order. I don't know which one that was. 4th place finisher, wingless division, number 25 car, wholesale trucking parts out of Portland, Oregon, Pat Danville. Yeah, okay. 3rd place finisher, 36 car. It's just Corey Racing out of Gaston. Corey at the bottom. Your wingless 2nd place finisher, car number 15, Parker Racing out of Mill City, Oregon, Tony Parker. Everybody got pictures? Okay, we're good?
how's that one?
That's gonna be yours.
We need a speech on that one. Are you gonna
Speech.
like how your father?
I would like to give a big thanks to Mom and Pop Parker. I know you love them more than you love me. This season we actually had a lot of fun. Corey actually led the points after the first couple races, and we finally snuck by him in points. I don't know how. I think he crashed out. I think that was Cottage Grove when, at no fault to himself, he got tangled up into a parked car, which of course everybody thought was his fault, which wasn't. I was right there. And we were able to hold the lead for almost the entire season, except for the last race.
Just say you cheated.
By this much. I was there. This much. But I couldn't have lost it to a better racer. Clean driver. Tim, I appreciate him. Corey, love racing with you. Fun to chase you around. It's hard to keep up with. Ryan, nobody can get themselves around Madras Speedway faster than you, buddy. Guy Weedman, chase you around. You won that one of the mains there at Madras, and I was right on your tail. It's fun chasing you around. Appreciate that. Josh, been fun running with you. Old man Marino, love running with that guy. Love running with that guy. Scott, sorry for the bump and run. Didn't mean to make it happen. Just happened. I don't think I missed anybody today. Thanks guys for a really great year. Parker Racing really appreciates it. Thank you very much. Your 2011 Wingless Oregon Double Shot Series champion is none but the other 52 car from Portland, Albany Racing, driver from Salem, girlfriend from Salem. Favorite pet is Brody. Am I missing anybody? Brody, that dog, that crazy dog? Yeah.
Dog! His dog!
52 car, Tim Alwarding.
Everybody.
Congratulations.
Okay, I get to be my Tim.
It's almost as tall as Mom is.
Shut up. Shut it. Go Beavs! Go Beavs! Go Ducks! Ducks!
You don't even have to duck. Can you hold this for me?
Again, you gonna do this one again? We're gonna do another speech?
No, actually, I was thinking of something.
I'm nervous than kneeling in front of you.
That's all right. You know, I was thinking after I sat down, and I really want to thank the Arnolds. They're a great host. Every race this summer, we've gone to Madras and we set up camp as soon as we get there, and we bonfire, we barbecue, and have a good time all night. And you guys don't care. We park the motor home, we level it out, and you guys don't care. We have a good night, we race all night, we have fun. When the racing's over, we have an even better time. And
On Tuesday, tell us to go home.
yeah, and you know, when it gets to be Tuesday, he says, "Look, you guys, don't you have a job or something?" And so we eventually leave, and you guys are great. You're more than what we could ask for as a host, and we love coming there every time. It's always fun. It's always great racing, and it's always a great time afterwards. We love it. I want to say thank you. I want to say thanks to Wayne Van Raden for helping out with our series this year. And you know, I want to say I was thinking about our last race, Tony.
Here we go.
And I know where I parked, and I know where you were parked, which was across the pit area. And I remember after our heat races looking over, and I remember sitting there and I could see you
Waiting.
talking to Mom and Pa, looking, I don't know, maybe you were looking at the lineups, I don't know, and I could see you guys talking and working it out. And I didn't know until after the race was over, but that decided the non-wing, and racing with you in that main event. And I remember seeing you dove underneath me, and all of a sudden the door opened and you slid up, and I got underneath you, and I'm like, oh, I got this guy now, and I got underneath you, and it was so much fun. It was, you know, the fact that race, the last race of the season, was decided by me and you racing for position. It wasn't. It was the last race of the season, and it was for position. It was me and you. There wasn't a lap car between us. There wasn't. Well, he has to win, and this guy has to finish fourth. Or it was me and you. Whoever beat the other person was that. I didn't know until after the fact, but I just wanted to beat you either way. But the fact that that's what it was, and of course our racing and us wanting to beat each other, that made it that much more special.
That was much sweeter.
And it did. It made it sweeter. And when I look back and I think, wow, I passed that guy and I wanted to beat him so bad. And
why am I holding his trophy? This should be mine.
Is that like a red light blinking, like cut it off? Commercial time?
Time's up.
Alright, I want to say thank you again to the Arnolds, again to Tommy. This year wouldn't have happened without you. To my parents, and Ann, Tiffany, all of you, this wouldn't have happened. Mom, Pop, Margaret, it was fun. It was great. I love seeing you guys. It was great hanging out. I have to thank Otto. He was
What about
great.
Come on now.
Well, Amber never showed up to what, 2 races? So, Carrie, thank you. Amber, love you too. And thank you both for showing up. Corey, it was great racing with you. Gary Lynch, thank you.
Thanks, John.
I know. Anyway, Gary, thank you. Everybody racing with you. Tony, I'm done with you.
They say I talk a lot.
Yeah. I think you have a pretty good teacher these days.
Yeah, he listens to me way too much. That actually concludes the awards part of ceremony. Oh, we have one. What do we have left? Oh crap! I forgot about that guy twice, and I had a good one for him.
Save the best for last. Don't worry, we'll give you.
I don't think he knows about this one. Wow, I can't believe I forgot this one. The Sportsman of the Year award. Duh. This sportsman.
Award.
It is, and for the most important guy. This sportsman always found a way to find a smile, lend a hand, share a part, enjoy his family, and most importantly, bring us all closer together regardless of how his day was going. Nobody worked harder getting this car to every event this year, even after destroying a car. This season's 2011 Oregon Double Shot Series Sportsman of the Year, Tommy Marino.
I do want to say a little bit.
Wait, one more. Not funny. I already more. One more.
Oh yeah, my scorekeeper here.
No, that's the crew chief.
Jamie wasn't impressed.
Well,
Sure she wasn't.
I do want to thank,
Louder.
excuse me, I do want to thank Scott, Debbie, and the Arnold family for making sure we have so much fun down here at Nanning's, because that's what keeps us going. The racing's great, but the after party is what we go down there for. That's the truth, because we know what the racing's going to be, and we pretty much, we love it. We go over the mountain for that, but the after party at Madras, you know, they say what happens in Madras stays in Madras. That's not really true. But we've had a lot of fun this year, and we tore up some cars, and I had a bad day at Madras. Got Guy's way. He was coming out the back straightaway, got his way, and we ended up crashing, tore up the car. which is part of racing and was nobody's fault, but what really keeps me going is when I brought the car back into Madras and we were still putting the car together, the partners come over, Kerry and Tony and everybody else, and I think Ryan Arnold was over there working on it, the Albertines were over there working on it, Darren Roth, you know, I didn't ask anybody to come over to work on my car. Everybody came over to work on my car. We were still bolting pieces on that car about 10 minutes before the main event was going. So, hey, you know what? I'd rather not be doing anything else than racing with you guys. Thanks very much, and thanks for coming, everybody, tonight. Have a safe holiday.
I'd like to thank everybody for a great turnout tonight. Didn't expect this many people to be here. I think this is awesome, especially this time of year. I've only got a couple of things to go over. A couple items. One is schedule. I don't have the schedule completed yet. Some of you may or may not be aware. Jerry Schramm is kind of cornering the market on tracks nowadays. Which I've had some good conversations with him. And trying to get back about, I know that we're going to do at least 6 races at Madras, probably do the same exact thing, probably really close to the same dates as we did last year. 3 wing, 3 non-wing in Madras. Everybody in Madras, as far as the fans of Madras, love our racing. Doesn't matter if there's 12 cars or 20 cars, as long as we put on a good show, they enjoy having us there. We're going to keep going back there for sure. Trying to get at least 3 races. You're right. We're looking at trying to get 3 races at Cottage Grove again. Obviously, Big E weekend and the 2-day National at Cottage Grove will be on our schedule. And more than likely, there'll be a couple sunset races on that schedule. The purpose of the sunset schedule is to try to get some of those guys to come over. There's some limited cars that are being put together down in Coos Bay and over at Sunset Speedway. Those cars would be very competitive with us at Madras, value wing or non-wing. I think either way they do good. So we're going to try to exchange some dates there. Everybody that I've got contact information for, if I don't have it or you think I don't have it, write it on the book before you get out of here tonight. When I have a schedule done, the day I have it done, I will make sure I get it all out to you by email or even snail mail. I'll get it to you. Insurance. This is a kind of a touchy subject. Nobody thinks that they're ever going to get hurt. And when something bad happens in a sprint car, it's normally bad. It's not ever just kind of bad. It's either I'm okay, I'm off work for a week, or how am I going to pay my bills when I got what I got going on? K&K is one of the bigger insurance providers that will deal with people like us in racing. They've got a really good policy that covers everybody from the time you leave home to the time you get back. Actually, the guys from NWT, it's mandatory that they buy into that when they become a club member. It's $150 to become a club member in NWT, $100 is insurance, $50 is membership cost. For us to start this policy is going to require $1,200 to $1,500. So it's either 2 people paying $600 or it's a bunch of us paying lesser. I need you to think about this, and I want you to do some research on your own because there are some other insurances out there, but very few and far between. If we want to do K&K insurance at our general membership meeting, I will need to know that, and we'll need to get that organized and going if that's what you guys want to do. At this point in time, of the drivers I have here currently, is anybody here interested in buying a K&K policy if it ranges from $100 to $150? If you're interested, let me see a hand.
Freaking drive, yeah.
All right, that's a very good indicator. With that, knowing that, I will actually dig into the actual policy. I will get an official quote, and at our general membership meeting, I will have that information available.
Tony, so one thing about that too is if any of the crew members or anybody that's running around in this, you can actually buy it for $100 and you have to buy it.
Yes, Court points out a very important aspect of this. That policy covers you from the time you leave to go to an event until the time you get back home from the event. And you can add as many people onto that rider as you want. It's a secondary policy. So if anything primary, if you already have medical insurance, this is a secondary rider on there. And I can't remember the exact policy. It's like either $20,000 or $50,000. It's a big policy. But you can also add on to that for X amount per person. You can add on crew members, your wife, whatever. Anybody that's going to be at the track, around the car, right in your vehicle there, on the way home, you might bump into with anything, drop a jack on. They can all be covered with that. I'll have a formal quote before general membership meeting.
Is the $1,200 to start it in per person, or you just need a total of?
The policy is X amount of dollars. There's a minimum, and that minimum, the last time I checked into this 2 years ago, the minimum was $1,200 based on how many tracks, how many events we're going to. And at that time, the base was $1,200 and would cover a minimum of 10 people. As the membership increases, that price drops a little bit. It ends up being right around $100. It's the same policy, just through a different person for the same company. This gentleman just happened to be at WARPA. I was able to get information and talk to him personally. So we'll definitely work on that. Now that I know that we have enough, before we didn't have enough people interested, now we know that, I will work on that.
Because you got to keep in mind too, a lot of the tracks, some of the tracks don't have insurance. So if you wreck and you break your arm or you do something to take an ambulance ride, you pay for it.
The tracks we're going to do have, we make sure that they do have a policy in place, but typically that policy will just about cover an ambulance ride and an ace bandage, and that's about it. There's some Tylenol. So it's cheap insurance. Right. We also have information along with that is Life Flight for $65 a year that covers anybody in your family. I'll have that information at the general membership meeting also. I'll also be finding out if we're going to continue. Wing and Nonwing was really helpful this last year in that anybody that needed race fuel couldn't get to TAR during the work week because they have tight hours, business hours. He would stockpile some fuel at his facility, and we were being able to buy fuel through him. I'm going to make sure he's continuing to do that. Same with tires. We get tires at wholesale price through his dealership, so we can continue to buy tires through him. This year, I want to point out, Gary Lynch and I have talked a couple times. Gary's very interested in helping us out this next year. Primarily, what we're working on is feature window decals. So like Hoosier or anybody else will give out when you win a main event, you got a decal to throw on your car. Also help us work on posters and to have schedules on them to get out, especially around the Bend area down Redmond where he's at. Because we have so many races in Madras and help get everybody to Madras. Also, and this is a big thing, what he'll do to support the series is donate products that you guys can buy from the club, and the proceeds from that product, meaning like a can of PLT. Instead of buying it through him, you buy it through the club, or we'll work something out, whatever, where the proceeds from that purchase, 100% of those proceeds go to the club to be able to use it for club funds. So that's a big deal, and Gary, I thank you a lot for that. Other thing me and Gary have talked about is a contingency program. We've got a bunch of decals up here. Make sure you grab one or two of them before you get out of here. I think most everybody here probably has. I know we have, but you guys have links on the car. We're looking at a little bit of kickback from that. We'll work on that. And also, first of the year, I'm going to try to get a website up and going again, so we have, kind of like we had in the past. So I have a place for me to put all the information for everybody to be able to go to. That's our own. So I don't know if we'll have a big forum and all that, but at least we'll have something we can update points on and give track information on so people know where to go. That's about it for me. Does anybody have any questions before we call it an evening? I'm done with you folks. Thanks for coming. I appreciate having you guys on here. Thanks a lot for the 2011 series, and looking forward to seeing everybody in 2012.